Bonjour class, I have a professional learning day today, so I wanted to explain your assignment. You should have your book open to page 130, page 130. It says Activité 27, Activité 27, un blog. Bienvenue à notre école, welcome to our school. Okay, étape 1, stage 1, écrivez, write. Your school will be hosting a student exchange group from Algeria. Your class has created a blog to establish communication between your school and the school in Algeria. Your first task is to write a blog post to describe what people in your school do and where. Write 6 logical sentences using one element from each column in the chart below. Be sure that the subject in column 1 matches the verb form in column 2, and then pick the appropriate location from column 3. Okay, so you're going to need a sheet of paper, and you can pause this video of my instructions here at any point. I'm going to explain this first. So the explanation is a little strange because it feels like they're wanting you to be creative, but actually right now they're not. What they want you to do, and you can go ahead and just, if you want to number your sentences here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go ahead and number your paper from 1 to 6, and you can go ahead and copy this down, this column 1, nous for number 1, les élèves for number 2, je for number 3, and on down. Okay, so once you've gotten that ready, your next step is to choose from column 2 whichever, beginning verb would match that subject, right? So you're starting with number 1, which says nous. So we're looking for the ONS. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. So nous jouons au basket. So on your number 1, you should have nous written. Then go ahead and write on number 1, jouons au basket, which of course means we play basketball. And then to finish your number 1 sentence, you've got to pick something from here that would logically go with basketball. So, in the gymnasium. Let me just make sure there's not another one. I guess that one could work, in the courtyard. Let's see if there's another one. I think gymnasium is what they want for number 1 because maybe in the courtyard is going to be eating with friends. Okay, so for number 2, you've got les élèves, the students. Now that, in your head, if you were to replace students with a pronoun, you would replace it with they, okay? For example, ILS or ELLES, right? Because it's like saying they, the students. So you're looking for the ENT ending. There we go, there it is. So for number 2, this is going to be the next part of your sentence. Les élèves étudient l'anglais. And then where do they study English? Let's see here. In the courtyard, in Miss Smith's class. That looks pretty good. I wonder what courtyard is. Maybe courtyard is going to be for listen to music. So I hope that helps. Go ahead and do that. You can pause this video now, finish this exercise, and then come back to the video for étape 2, okay? All right, so if you're still watching this video, I'm now going to talk about étape 2, préparer. You are going to make a video blog entry describing a typical day at school. To prepare for your blog, write some notes about your classes, times, and extracurricular activities. Use the verbs listed below and look up others that you may need. In addition to describing what you normally do, you can also mention what classmates and teachers do. Pay special attention to the verb endings that accompany the pronouns that indicate who does each action. Okay, so this is kind of tough. This is the one that I'm going to tell the sub. Y'all can do this in your pods, okay? And I know each class has a few people, like 7th period. Actually, I don't need to talk to 7th period about this because that's French 1, so never mind. So work in your pods. You can see down here they're suggesting several ER verbs, aider, danser, chanter, étudier. Hopefully you know what each of these mean. I would like for y'all as a pod, to prepare for this project, to go ahead and write a minimum of 6 complete sentences about what you do, okay? If you're confused, keep going back to the instructions. Video blog, typical day at school, write some notes about your classes. What do you do? What do your classmates do? And then you may have to look up simple words like in the classroom. That's DANS, but I haven't explicitly taught you that. So I want y'all to prepare at least 6 sentences. Ideally, it's more like 8 to 10, but if you have 6 pretty complex sentences, then I'm happy with that. Okay, and I don't know if you'll get to this with the sub, but stage 3 would be what you can do if you go ahead and you have your 6 sentences. It says, record your video blog, Now, don't worry about that. It says Explorer. I honestly have not figured out how to assign work in Explorer yet. Don't forget to practice before you film so that you're comfortable. So it would be great if y'all could try to do this without looking at your notes. And again, if you don't finish with this part today, we will continue this part in class tomorrow when I return on Friday. Okay, this is a great way to practice using words that you'll be tested on next Tuesday. So once you film, I don't know if you can figure out how to turn it into Google, but maybe we'll do that tomorrow as well.